Hobbs and Shaw is indeed a movie that I saw with my eyeballs. So this may come as a surprise to most people watching because of the usual content that I put on my channel, but I actually am a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. I think they're super dumb and don't take themselves seriously at all, and they can be a lot of fun. None of them are masterpieces, but they are a lot of fun. And Hobbs and Shaw does have a lot of fun. I think the best parts of Hobbs and Shaw are the first 45 minutes and the last 15 minutes. The first 45 minutes, I was laughing my ass off consistently at pretty much every scene, and I think that's a good thing, because most of it didn't take itself all that seriously. There were some pretty great cameos that I thought were pretty hilarious, and Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham's chemistry together were pretty great, and a lot of the scenes of them just insulting each other made me laugh my ass off. And honestly, for the first 45 minutes, I was like, am I really gonna give an A- or above to a Fast and Furious movie? Because I was really considering it then. And the last 15 minutes are also pretty great, because I think Jason Statham's character and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character coming together and using teamwork and learning together to defeat the enemy versus just punching them really hard to defeat them was a great thing to have in this film. It made it feel like the characters were actually learning things, and by working together by the end of it, even though it's a cliche character arc, it's still a character arc, and I thought it was nice. Now, I do like an hour of this film. Obviously, I liked an hour of this film a lot, but there is more than an hour left over that I think was either really boring or kind of infuriating to watch, because all the action in between those were not nearly as good as the action during the first 45 minutes and the last 15. It just felt like placeholder action to try to get to certain events, and also all the conversations between characters that were trying to build them emotionally per se fell completely flat and were so cheesy that it had me laughing, because all of them had super sappy violin and or piano music accompanying them, and that was just really stupid. But the worst part about this movie, the absolute worst part about this whole thing, is the female character. She is the embodiment of, oh my god, who are those YouTubers? Red Letter Media. She is the embodiment of Red Letter Media's explanation of a really bad, strong female character, because she is a complete Mary Sue. And I know that the term Mary Sue seems like it's completely overused now, to the point where it's just used by conservative audiences to try to describe any female character who stands a chance in action movies, and I think that's really damaging to the term and movie-going itself. But the term Mary Sue is completely appropriate when using it on this character, because she has absolutely no character flaws. Every single plan she comes up with works completely perfectly. She does not have any true weaknesses. She beats every single person she comes into an encounter with in a fight. And I watched for this the entire movie. She doesn't sustain a single injury on screen. Not one time. Up until the last 10 minutes or so, when a fucking helicopter crashes, and then she just has a little bit of blood on her forehead, and then she just goes back to doing exactly what she was doing before. She doesn't even get hit by anything or anyone. And it was really frustrating for a few reasons. One, it made the action scenes completely unbelievable. It's Fast and Furious. The action scenes are unbelievable, and that's why it's so fun to watch these movies. But when Hobbs and Shaw are consistently getting hit and injured throughout the whole thing, it makes me concerned for them, and it makes the action good when they're on screen, because I'm concerned that they're gonna get injured. But when you have this character who's never getting injured despite all the crazy shenanigans that are going on, it makes the movie feel kind of lame and dull, and her character's terrible. It's just, she's perfect in every way, shape, or form. Any weakness she has with her relationship with her brother is more so framed as her brother's weakness and never has a negative impact on her. So she's an awful character, and I'm really confused as to why they made this creative decision. I don't want to get into the gender politics of Fast and Furious when there's butt shots all the time, but it just seemed concerning to me. Hobbs and Shaw is a movie that genuinely I can say exists, and I watched with my eyeballs and I heard noises with my ears. I spent 2 hours watching this movie. That is a thing that I did. I'm giving Hobbs and Shaw a C+. Goodbye.